Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Luke and today is the first behind the scenes of Doctor Who Reborn. So for those who aren't aware, Doctor Who Reborn is a fan-made audio drama written by myself that is currently, very slowly, but currently being uploaded to this YouTube channel. It sees a brand new, never before seen Doctor, a new companion called Elizabeth Baker. It's going to see their adventures and travels in space and time. So far, all that's come out is episode 1, The Fear of a Time Lord. The response has been so lovely, which is really nice. It's the first time anything I've written or created has gone out into the world, and I'm hugely grateful to the cast and their commitment and involvement in the episode. The behind the scenes people, I had somebody create a brand new time vortex and logo for Doctor Who Reborn, as well as somebody doing brand new original never before heard music for Doctor Who Reborn. And I also thank you guys for actually taking the time out to listen to it and comment and share your thoughts and feelings. It's a very exciting time for me. Writing episode 1 was a challenge because episode 1 is two things. It's a pitch and it's an introduction. It's a pitch because you're going to pitch this storyline to everybody. You're going to pitch it to the cast that you want to be involved in it, and they are going to have to read the script and go, yeah, I want to be in that. It's a pitch to you guys as the listeners and the audience members, because you're going to have to listen to episode 1, and when it finishes, the idea is that you're going to go, I want to listen to episode 2. And that's so hard to achieve. And it's an introduction, as I say, and that's quite difficult. It's daunting when you've got that first blank page and you think to yourself, I've got to introduce the Doctor, I've got to introduce the companion, I've got to introduce the villain, I've got to introduce a story, it's got to be the beginning, so it can't be too big and extra, otherwise none of the other episodes are going to feel very good. It's got to feel like a small sort of contained story while kick-starting everything. And it's actually really difficult to write in episode 1. There's so many things you want to tick off the list without it feeling overwhelming and underwhelming. And I struggled to write the Doctor, which was really odd. To start with, I was like, okay, we're introducing Elizabeth, her best friend. Aliens fall out of the sky and they check it out, and that's how they sort of get involved. And that sort of stuff was kind of easy. And then it's like, well, how does the Doctor get involved with these things? Then we meet the Doctor, who is played by Mark Reed, and he is newly regenerated.
Hello.
Where's the pizza? And what are you wearing?
Pizza. I was actually kind of hoping for a cup of tea. That'll do the trick.
Tea?
Yeah, that's what I said. You're not deaf, are you?
That was the vibe I sort of wanted to go for because, like I said, how does the Doctor get involved with all of this stuff? And if the Doctor was well established already, I think he could just come in and save the day. Part of the excitement of the episode is that he's so newly regenerated, he's not quite ready yet.
It's my body. It's still recovering. It's not ready. It's not done yet.
What the hell is that stuff?
Oh, it's regeneration energy.
That was a decision I made early on, was to make this the start of Mark's journey as the Doctor. This is literally his Doctor's first story. Suddenly made me able to write the Doctor so much easier, because it was more fun having the Doctor not come in and take control. It was really fun writing the Doctor be out of it. And then he works out who he is by the end of the episode.
I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey. I do what I can, when I can. And now I know that, there is no stopping me.
It was nice to go on that journey as a writer, as well as watching him as an actor. Well, I say watching, I watched him do it, but you guys listening to him as an actor reach that point. It was also a point for me where I, as a writer, was finally like, at the end of the episode, was like, I found my Doctor's voice while typing. I think it was a good decision to have made him a newly regenerated Doctor. Then there's Elizabeth Baker, brand new companion. You want your companion to be so likeable. The absolute nightmare is to create a companion and everyone to be like, I don't like them. So you want them to be so likeable, but you don't want to try too hard. And I didn't want Elizabeth to be the golden girl who could do nothing wrong. She's actually got a bit of a motive for travelling with the Doctor. It's not just, oh my God, what the Doctor does is huge and exciting and wonderful. She's lost a parent. Her mother has passed away, but under mysterious circumstances that she's never quite been told the truth about. So when she finally finds out that the Doctor can travel in time, an idea immediately pops into her head.
He might know about my mum. Oh. I mean, even if he doesn't, his machine could take me there. Maybe.
I blame Deepa in a way. My friend Deepa, she just sees it as like, why is this person going off with this strange man into dangerous situations? And it's quite a logical question. So I think that was in my head a lot, which is why this sort of extra storyline has sort of come out, I think, because it was like, why would Elizabeth actually agree to travel with this stranger? Then it comes to your episode villain. I watched a lot of showrunners' first episodes, particularly Russell T Davies with Rose and Stephen Moffat with The 11th Hour and Chris Chibnall with The Woman Who Fell to Earth. I watched the three of them quite a lot in the build-up to me writing this episode. Russell, bringing Doctor Who back, had a brand new Doctor, brand new companion, but the familiar vibe was that the villain was from classic Who. Stephen Moffat and Chris Chibnall both invented two very new, exciting villains. After thinking about it for a bit, I decided to do a mixture of the two. We have Captain Kroto, who is a Jadoon. Kroto is after an alien criminal called Julian Derange, who has the ability to feed off of fears. An alien criminal on the run from a Jadoon just seemed perfect in my brain. It's quite similar to the Sarah Jane Adventures Series 3 opening, Prisoner of the Jadoon. But it was such a good vibe that I couldn't let it go. Jadoon was such a good opening choice of being the familiar alien, because they would be chasing an alien criminal that could be the new one. And it was nice to write something as iconic as a Jadoon. And then Julian Derange was a fun way of flexing the muscles of, Doctor Who Reborn can do original villains as well. And I was very fortunate with the casting of it. So Connor, who voices Kroto, was able to deliver such a spot-on Jadoon impression.
Don't hurt me! We were just making sure everything was okay. Don't hurt me. We were just making sure everything was okay.
Language assimilated. Designated Earth English. You will be catalogued.
I asked Matt to be Julian quite late in the process. I had somebody else sort of lined up, but it didn't really work out. And Matt had lent his voice talents to some small roles throughout the series, and he committed so well to them that I thought, I'll just ask him. And the vibe that I wanted was Mackenzie Crook. If this was a BBC episode of Doctor Who and I had to cast somebody as Julian Derange, Mackenzie Crook is who I would cast. And I told Matt that. He just went away and he came back and he delivered the vibe, the voice, the energy to perfection.
Knowing how it felt when you lost her is too much. The thought of leaving your loved ones behind is something you think of more than most your age. But it's still greater than that. It's how you lost your mother, an event in your personal history that you know so little about. You want answers. You demand them. You crave them.
I'm very happy with how episode 1 sounds. The cast were electric. That's a little bit about the writing process of episode 1. Trying to write the Doctor, trying to write a companion, trying to write a villain is so much you want to do in the first episode, but I hope that we did something The comments have all been very positive. I received some very lovely messages. Once again, thanks to everybody involved. Thanks to everybody who's watched. Episode 2 will hopefully be coming very, very soon. It's called Far From Home, and it will be the Doctor and Elizabeth's very first trip in the TARDIS, but I hope you enjoy it. It's very different to episode 1, which is something I really tried to shake up the vibe, and I will probably do a video like this again for episode 2.
If it helps, I think wherever you decide, it would be outstanding.
Well, in that case, I think we should go.
Mark and Lisa will be reprising their roles. We have got Tristan doing the background music for episode 2, and it sounds so spooky and delicious. I'm very excited for you all to hear it. So please do keep your eyes and ears, I guess, peeled for episode 2 of Doctor Who Reborn, coming soon to this YouTube channel. Bye.